Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Bright Lights, it is episode 89 of Bright Lights, and we're here with you today with two massive games in the English Premier League. It's two games that could shape us and how we could win the title. That sounds huge, especially in January, but these are two massive games, and if we can tick them off, all of a sudden you just have to look at the Spurs game and the Man United game, and I'll back us in to win the rest, except for the Liverpool game on the final day, but anything could happen then. Anyhow, we have got Chelsea and Man City in these two games. It is split by a fourth round replay by Watford. I'm not going to show that game. I do expect us still to beat Watford, but we're 2-0 up and bottled it. Anyhow, since you last saw us on YouTube, it was the 1-0 win against Liverpool where we didn't show that game. We showed the Man United game. We then played this game and that happened. The first thing I have to tell you on YouTube is after that, Alex Smithies has told me he is retiring at the end of the year. So the goal is this season to make the FA Cup final and he plays start to finish and we win the FA Cup for him. Second thing is, I've already told the chat on stream, we are live on stream, link in the description below, come follow us on Twitch, and it was all happening here on Twitch. As you can see, we're getting closer to our follow go too. If we are in the Champions League final this season, the plan is to have him on the bench. If we are winning that Champions League final, we are going to leave one sub for the end, and if we are winning by more than a goal, I'm bringing him on to play the end of the Champions League final so he can be out there for silverware. Second thing, if we're in the Champions League final, it's extra time and we're going to keep one sub. If it's the 117th minute or beyond, we are going to get Smithies on for the penalty shootout, and whatever happens, happens. Because this guy deserves it. He's been here for years, 600k. He got us out of the championship. He's been amazing for us. This has been by far his worst year, but look, they'd obviously only played one game last season. Obviously, he's declined a lot since then, but this guy, in terms of a shot stopper, some of the saves he has made have been outstanding. Some of the double saves, the double save king, deserves his own little piece in this YouTube episode and deserves his own little special way ending. You know, he's won the Europa League, he's won the FA Cup for us, he won the championship for us, and hopefully we can actually finish and win the league and give him a league winner's medal as well before he retires at the end of the season. I am planning to get him in as a goalkeeping coach as well. In terms of the squad, in terms of what's going on here, we are currently top. Since you last met us, obviously we saw the end of that 1-0 win. We beat Leicester, beat Harrogate, drew the Derby first game of this stream. Just couldn't put our chance away, got absolutely FM'd in this game here. We then went and beat Stoke and Newcastle 1-0 in games we should have won by more. Drew to Watford 2-2. Game we went FM'd in, but we were 2-0 up and flying and just didn't hold on. And then we absolutely thumped West Brom. But as you can see, injuries to Ano and injuries to Nicholas Adlerien. Thankfully, not long term. Ano can sit on the bench technically with 80% fitness. It's only a twisted knee, 4 to 5 days. Fortunately for us, Nicholas Adlerien's going to miss both games, and he may miss the start of the PSV game, as in the dying minutes of the game received a pretty big tackle and was out. He's in the next 2 to 8 days. It was told he was going to be out for 10 to 13. He might be able to play. Interesting. Anyway, what that means for the team is that Ndaya and Alvarez is going to come in there, obviously, but the rest of the team is pretty straightforward. Nakamura's back from Asian Cup duty. Bob Donaldson has been playing out there, and he is sensational. He's growing. I love the kid, and I've already tutored him that he's going to be probably a world-class winger in the future. I'm calling it now. Don't care that doesn't say wonder kid. Just look at the stats. Look how many stats are going to turn into 15 of above. This kid's going to be good. Anyway, let's get back into it. Score predictions for the chat. Score predictions for this game. Thank you on the Twitch chat. We're going to go with Smith in goals. I've decided not to get a goalkeeper this window. Just once again, I mentioned it last episode, I'm going to touch on it again. I can't find a goalkeeper of world-class quality that wants to come in the window to us that is not reasonably priced, but is not extortion, not more than 100 million. You know, there's a lot of clean keepers interested, but every team wants 100 million or more. So I'm going to wait until there is a world-class keeper that comes available to me, or we're going to get Joe Smith to play it. The same way I put it to you is this. If we had Diogo make mistake after mistake after mistake, you can see in 5 against West Brom, including a defensive mistake to Diogo. If he's going to make the mistakes, and we were going to try to win the league with Diogo, I prefer Joe Smith to make mistakes at 19 and grow into the player that he's going to be, because he will be world-class. So we hope. If he's meant to be the next Gordon Banks, he will be. Anyway, Arthur, Dosek, obviously, Smith, Morano. Why is that on? Because we played Godin anyway. Miranda, Ives, Daniel, Morano, Smith, Dosek, Arthur, Haller, and Dyer, Nakamura, and Alvari. Anyhow, in terms of Daniel as well, you know that whenever he gets a bid, he gets upset. This year he got a bid from Monaco, and they came back to me and said, if you give me a bigger wage, I'm actually happy to stay at the club. And he only wanted 100k. I thought we were already paying him 100k, so we did that, and obviously off we go. Obviously Pollock, who scored plenty of goals against us, and I'm pretty sure, if we do remember correctly, the last time we played Chelsea, we lost 7-1. Was that this season that we lost 7-1? Yeah, just casually won the first 5 games, and Chelsea beat us 7-1 in a game that we probably didn't deserve to lose 7-1 in. We don't need to touch on that anymore, but that better not happen. Get your revenge, boys. Anyway, let's go out there and do the job. We've been on some really good fun, really good form at the moment. Go out there and impress me. I have faith in all of yous And let's get into it here. Look, lads, it's not going to be the easiest game in the world, but I have full faith that we're in some good form. And if we're going to win the league, we have to go out there in games like this and just do the job. Setting up the pressing triggers as well for this one as well. Forgot to bring in the left back too at left back, and obviously Pollock is going to be tightly marked and onto his weaker foot. Got 10 finishing, and he kicked like 4 goals that game. That was a bit annoying. Anyway, we are going to get into it. Both teams come good. I enjoy these matches a lot. 91% of footballers don't really care. Obviously, I'd rather have him available. I need to talk about the other players. I would not have had him available. Dani Alves is apparently not doing the best job of thing. I'm always going to play attacking football, that is for sure. My assistant actually told me, even against Chelsea, just go and play attacking. So my assistant's even rating how well we're playing at the moment. Anyway, it is going to be Chelsea in the blue, us in the red here at the Stadium of Light. Can we go do a job? Win this game, we're definitely in this title hunt. Or not in this title hunt, we're definitely in the driver's seat for this title hunt. It's in our hands. It's still even in our hands if we lose both games, but it would just make more pressure on Man United. Anyway, Nakamura's first touch since being back. Haller's there, and we're 1-0 up after a minute. That's correct, Chelsea. You beat us 7-1. We're going to come out here and we're going to do you right now. And we are 1-0 up against, thank you to our Jan Haller near post tap-in. But just Nakamura, his first touch since Asian Cup. Beats a man, whips it in, puts it across the box. Keeper can't get there. Kepa doesn't come for it. 1-0 up. Brilliance. Anyway, first shot of the game's gone in. Can we go out there and keep the ball? It's a highlight. Yes, we're stress thinking because this does matter in terms of the title, and I am stressing out about it. Ives, ball in the Dosek. Dosek into Ndaya. Ndaya now. Great ball out there to Moreno. He's bobbing on. Can he get a good ball in? He does. Alvarez there. At 196 centimetres, you would have backed him in the score. And unfortunately, we're still only 1-0 up. But we are dominating Chelsea. They haven't even had a shot in the first 10 minutes. And we are all over him. Every time we stream, we always get a blocked nose. If anyone knows what that is, comment section or in the YouTube. If that's like something medical, I should get checked out by all means. But never get a blocked nose. And then I'll go stream and talk for longer periods and just... Anyway. Smith goes long. Alvarez obviously good in the end. Knocks down for Ndaya. Ndaya now running through the middle. Still running through the middle. Still going through the middle. Instead, it is cleared and Kepa goes long. Second line towards Julian Brandt. Moreno wins it. Finds Haller. Good touch. Inside. Into Arthur. Arthur out to Moreno. He loves the bomb on, does Moreno. Can he find a good ball in the elite fullback? Alvarez with the towering header. We're 2-0 up here against Chelsea. And unlike in the first game, where we were in that game for a long period of time, we couldn't finish to save our lives, we've come out here and we've scored 2, and Chelsea have been absolutely woeful. Hopefully we can score 7 and just see how they feel. I doubt we're going to score 7. It just would be nice to take revenge like that. Alvarez with the tiring header. You know, even when Adrian can't play, Alvarez is a great player to have. And obviously, I was tempted to call Rodgers back as well. He's currently a Spanish international too now, which is great. He's eligible to play for Spain, and he's obviously got nationalities. Brunt hits it. Somehow Smith's parried it into the top corner. That's a weird animation, but Smith should be doing better there. It's 2-1 just like that. Is that their first shot on target? That's going to be really annoying. But anyway, I could call Rodgers back. I'm not going to because Adrian's injury is not too long, and Jamal can play some games. Smith should be saving that. Their first shot on target goes in. Of course it does. Typical Chelsea on Football Manager, especially in this save. Just producing something from nothing and scoring. Anyway, first half is going to come to an end. If this keeps up, we're going to win this game. We just need to make sure that we can find a third. Get that 2-goal cushion again, and then see what we can do. Anyway, the one end on Rob Holding, who does grow into a pretty decent player, and off we go. Can we go out and do the job in the second half? Can we play the same sort of way? Can we go and create another opportunity? As Haller gets on it, runs inside now with Haller. His ball looking for Nakamura. He's back, and he's back. The upper nazzle to the ball, and ball in there. Backstick. Haller on the volley. That ball has flown. What a save from Kepa. But that ball has gone a mile into the stands. I don't understand how. Anyway, Haller's ball in there. Nakamura. Kepa with a great save. Could have been 3-1 in 2 separate moments then. Instead, it is still 2-1 Chelsea. It could have been 3-1. I don't know if I said 2-1 or 3-1. Anyway, Lucas Munoz is a Chilean international that looks not bad as a striker. Anyway, Nakamura's had a not bad game. His first game back from international duty, so I don't want to kill him. I don't want to gas him, and you will see Bob Donaldson come in. Ndiaye's not having a great game. I'm actually going to give Eno, even though he's not 100% fit, just another attacking option. I don't want to come off this system and go defensive and really invite Chelsea's quality onto us. I feel like we're on top, and I feel like this goal's coming. Anyway, Haller gets on the ball there, finds Eno into Dosek. He can hit one from distance, does Dosek. Blocked again on the volley. Falls to Miranda. Inside, ball in, backstep cleared. Arthur, good touch. Can he find a pass? Haller, his ball back to Arthur. Arthur turns, faces goal. Can he find a shot? Finds Alvarez. Can he turn? Don't Bob! Bob's done it off the bench. The 16-year-old makes it 3-1 in the 79th minute. There you are. Bob's enjoying himself. He's 16. He's already scored 3 goals in the league. He's one for the future, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, after there, ball in. Alvary finds it to Bob. First time, Kepa no chance. The 16-year-old's done it, ladies and gentlemen. We're 3-1 up. In terms of the title, this is huge. And we are all over him. Free kick, Alvary hits it from distance. Wasn't too far away. It was always a bit on the high side, though. Never came down. And there we are, 86 minutes played. We're going to make one last change here. We are going to get Arthur off. We're going to get N'Golo Kante out there just to see this one out. Get him in as a box-to-box midfielder, just shuttling from box to box, really being a little bit more defensive in the middle of the park. Don't really give Chelsea a sniff. Kante's been really good at coming on and shutting out games for us as well. And just looks like we've done it again. Julian Brunt gets injured, but it should be game over as we throw the ball back into us. And no, Kante, just score. He didn't hit it. Just hit it, Kante. I would love to see you score. Moreno, backstick, Alvary won't win it. Head away from Pellegrini. Kante on it again. Is there going to be one last chance? Moreno, whip it in, my boy. He does. Alvary doesn't win it. It's headed away, and there's the final whistle. We beat Chelsea 3-1. We absolutely slaughtered them. They were lucky to even score. And I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. In terms of the league, that's a huge result because we have gone 10 points clear of Man United. But they have a game in hand, which they do play tomorrow. I don't know who against. We'll check it out now. Before we do that, we'll do that after. We'll do it when we're off stream. But if we go to Man United, who are they playing tomorrow? They have got Stoke. Okay, a game they should win. It should be back to 7 points the gap. Anyhow, for everybody on YouTube, that is the end of the first part of episode 89. For the second part, we'll see you for the Manchester City game, where if we win that one, 6 points from 2 crunch games, all of a sudden, that league title is all of a sudden looking quite likely for Sunderland. Can we keep our bottle? Welcome back, YouTube. Not where you would have imagined where I would be, but we got to give you some context here. We just lost 1-0 in a replay to Wolves, where we got Watford, where we got absolutely FM'd. It's the first time we've lost to Watford in the entire save. It's the first time in 11 games we've lost to Watford too. We got FM'd. We had a goal disallowed for an equaliser that should have stood. VAR showed that it would have been level. Obviously, we don't have VAR. I wasn't angry at the referee. I didn't go aggressive. I just said, look, obviously referees make mistakes. It happens in their post-match press conference. I got a touch-line ban. I've never been banned before from a game on Football Manager in my history of streaming or in just playing in general. Because I mainly don't do press conferences for this reason. Obviously, the second part of this episode was meant to be the Manchester City game. We are now banned for it. So I don't know if we get to watch and attend and watch from the stands, or I don't know if we get to just leave it to the assistant and sim it. I don't know what happens here. Anyway, this is the incident that has caused this to kick off. I always roast the ref, but never got in the touchline ban, only a fine. It's not been our stream, to be honest. We've been quite unlucky. Dominated this game. They had 3 shots, 1 on target, Watford. We'll go through it anyway. As you can see, the ball comes into Bob Donaldson. Godin has a great strike, well saved. And Dyer puts it in, and Liver doesn't look like he's even close to being off. As it goes, it is a very tight call. But if we can go and watch it again and pause it at the right moment, he is level when the strike comes in. The red line came up, and he was level. It's hard to tell, but you have to believe me, he is level when this happens. This guy is the furthest most in Verdasca, and his first leg's forward and his other leg's backwards. And when the other leg's backwards and when Dyer's standing in that line, they are level. So it should have stood. Instead, it hasn't, and we have gone out in a 1-0 loss where we had 14 shots, 4 on target. We actually didn't play well with the ball. We can see into a free kick where the ball was crossed back post and Sterling scored with a volley. And they had 1 chance on target, and we lost 1-0. Pretty annoying that that's happened. That is for sure. But I'll see what happens at that Man City game. We'll see you for the next part of this episode. I don't know if we're even going to be able to watch the Man City game. But the drama of this league is continued. In terms of what Manchester United did in the last game as well, they went out and drew 0-0 to Stoke. Stoke held them at Old Trafford for a 0-0 draw. So a win right now is huge for us. We can actually start resting people in league games and not be worried if we win or lose. And that could really focus us on the Champions League. We are actually in a big moment here in terms of the save. We beat Man City away from home without me even being manager. I reckon we'll win the league. This game determines if we win the league or not. I'm going to tell you what, if a kind enough draw, maybe we could just do the Champions League and the Premier League doubleheader. Who knows, but I'll see you for the next part of episode 89. Don't go anywhere. More drama with bright lights. I'm still confused at how I've got this ban. Welcome back, YouTube. I don't know what's about to happen. If no one has for whatever reason you don't know or you haven't found out, we are banned for this match for a comment we made in the press after losing 1-0 to Watford, where we calmly said that mistakes happen, referees make mistakes, it's okay. And we got banned by the FA. We have gone off at referees before. When I mean off, I mean we have gone proper off before. But I've never been banned on FM. No one in the chat has told me they've been banned on FM before, but we have been banned for our first time in Football Manager history. We are obviously attending this game, but we can't manage it, I don't think. Anyhow, the C's in the chat. I need to create a C thing from Slitto because I don't know. Anyway, we are going to go and submit the team. We can still submit our own team. Alright, and Dye's going to come out here for Hala because we are going full strength. And No's in, that's fine. Nakamura's coming in for Donaldson. Alvarez coming out for Abdurrahim. Abdurrahim's 100% fit for this game. Anyone on the bench? Joe Smith's going to come back in. Obviously, we're going to get Miranda back in. We're going to have Van Dijk and Kim Jan, Dosek and Diar, Kante, Donaldson and Alvarez on the bench. And we are going to get Dosek back in for Durant Miguel as well. Okay, into the unknown we go. I don't know. You have a touchline ban post from the Football Association has come into force, and you will not be able to make any tactical changes during this match. Proceed to the match. Yes. There we go. That's apparently what happens when you get banned, ladies and gentlemen. It's a learning curve for me and a learning curve for you. Man City, historical advantage. Sunderland on a high and get victory over Man City today. They're going to mention my ban. That's what I want to know. Okay, I don't think he's going to mention my ban if it's taking this long to mention it. Adrian scored 23 goals in 29 games so far this season, can I just say? Got back-to-back promotions and finished second in the first season of the Prem. Lost on the last. I expected to get relegated. Don't know how it happened. I thank Antonio Murray. And Antonio Murray is a player I looked at many, many years ago to pick up. Couldn't pick him up because I couldn't pick him up on the cheap. Anyhow, I can't make any tactical changes. I can't make any substitutions. And I can't make any of my pressing triggers. I expect Man City to win this game because of this. But anyway, let's go test out how good my assistant is. I am apparently on the touchline anyway. Because that is definitely me in my silver stuff. Off we go. We are just the commentator, and I welcome you here to the Etihad, where I have a touchline ban, and it is 5th place Man City playing 1st place Sunderland, who could go more than 10 points clear if they win this game, as Man United have already played their game in 26th. Unless they're playing today in their 27th game. I'm going to get the league table up quickly. Doesn't look like it, so there we go. Anyway, if we go back to the Man City's formation, even though we can't make changes, they make changes. 50% position, even game. It is a corner to Moreno, and off we go. Moreno lays it in short there to Barrow. Back to Moreno. Moreno now with it on this right-hand side. Ball in there. Van Dijk clears it up the field. Adrian loves coming out onto his left-hand side. He makes a run there, doesn't win it. Mutra's ball back down the line. Van Dijk wins it in the air. Why is he playing? I made changes. I'm concerned now that Van Dijk started this game. Tadinking's on it, hits it. It's a goal. Why is Van Dijk playing? I didn't change. I made the change before the game. It's all happening here. Why is Miranda not starting? I definitely made the change. Barrow's ball, back stick, headed away from Moreno. Good to see Moreno's out there. Good to see the actual back fours out there. And there we are. Pause that. Van Dijk apparently is playing over Ives. I didn't do that, but okay. At least he's playing in his natural position. It's another quarter. Tadinkins ball in there. It's all them, and we're 2-0 down. Chris Chalk, who just moved big money from West Ham, makes it 2-0. And I feel so helpless. Like, I can't do anything about it. We're getting absolutely throttled, by Manchester City, and I have a touchline ban, and I can't do nothing about it to change it. In terms of like our record against Manchester City, it's actually really good. We actually give them usually a very good game. But we're getting dominated. I can't put out a shout. It's not like I can shout down. I'm obviously watching it from the stands, even though it says we're on the touchline here. But yeah, we need to see something from us boys. Anyway, Dosek into Godin. Godin now with the ball over the top. Haller's in behind with speed. Adrian making a front post run. Can he find Adrian? Surely cut it. Cuts it there. Back stick. Nakamura's got to score. We are still 2-0 down. How we've not scored there, I don't know. Anyway, it's another highlight. Is it going to be for us, though? Miranda into Nakamura. Nakamura there into a No, who's picked up an injury. He grabbed his leg and then lost the ball. And if they go score like that, FM is out to get me right now. Good tackle for Van Dijk. It wasn't, actually. Tadinkins on it. Hits it. Should have been 3-0. Wow. As if. And No grabbed his leg and then picked back up trying to run after grabbing his leg. Just keep the ball. We'll kick it out of play. Anyway, I would like to see a No come off right now because we have another big game coming up. I went to go press do a team talk. I can't do a team talk, Damien. You can't go into the change rooms. Where's the mobile phone? Call up somebody in the change room so we can talk to him, please. Like, get sneaky. Anyway. Foul there by Moreno. Moreno wasn't happy with the foul. Apparently, he's livid. Look at him throw his arms around. I'm livid. I'm sitting up in the stands. I can't do it. And now he's come off injured. That's why I wanted him off at half time. What a dumb assistant I have. Got to fire him. Not really. Our assistant's really good. But should have bring a no off. Now, hopefully, it's not a big injury. Anyway, Diarra, who's a great player. Miranda wins it, goes long. Can Adrian hold it up? He doesn't. It's headed down. Vael is on the ball, and I'm not liking how this game's panning out. And I can't make a change in the 4-1-2-1-2. I can't do anything. I can't set up a pressing trigger to go out there and press, or man mark certain players, or nothing. Anyway, Edison moves down there. And I feel like, just because we have a touchline ban, there's nothing I can do. Chalk there with the ball. Great ball over the top there, looking there for Miranda. Just head it back to the keeper. To Dinkin with a distance, doesn't. Instead, looks to feed Ortiz. How Ortiz has got through there, not one of the two centre-backs or full-back has come across and just won that ball, I don't know, and Smith should have saved it. But we're 3-0 down to Manchester City. I can't make a change, and I feel so helpless. And it's because the Federation don't have a backbone and ban me for just telling the referee that they're allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes happen. Are you serious? We've not been in this game, but I would imagine if I was in charge, it would have happened. Godin's playing too. I made the changes. Are you telling me I couldn't change my team lineup? Nakamura came in, Adrian came in fine, Miranda came in fine. I have to watch it back now to see if I made changes. Anyway, I've come on at left back. I don't know what you're doing if you're trying to chase the game, lads. Oh, this has been a bottle job. If we don't win the league by a point or two, we've got to look back at getting banned and us getting slapped by Man City in the face. If this was a few years ago, no disgrace on losing Man City. We are a better side than Man City, I feel, in the save at the moment. We've just picked the wrong lineup. We're going to go full strength for the mayor of the PSV game now, which is coming up next, which will be next episode. Because not all my first string players played in that game, even though I put them in the squad. I put them in the team. Anyway, we lose convincingly 3-0. And that is how we're going to end episode 89. I'm godsmacked. I'm godsmacked that we got a ban. And I'm godsmacked that we just got done 3-0 by Man City, who we have a decent record against. It's Man City, so you obviously get slaughtered in the first part. But we have come back in and done very well against Manchester City in the most part. We've given them good games. We beat them at we had 3-1 last season as well. And our side's better on paper, but for whatever reason, we didn't even put our first strength out there. I'm going to watch that back because I thought we dragged everybody out there, but apparently not. Anyhow, we've bottle jobbed that, and we've lost in the league. What that means for us is that we are currently 6 points clear. We're 2 games clear. Instead, we could have been 3 games clear of Manchester United. Look, 2 games is still huge. We got PSV coming up next, which will be part of the next episode. You'll see both PSV home and away games YouTube. So we don't go anywhere. In terms of subscribing, please go subscribe. Follow us on Twitch as we are currently live on Twitch as well, YouTube. But we'll see for the PSV game home and away for next episode, which will be episode 90 of Bright Lights. Thank you from Damien. Have you ever been banned on Football Manager? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you and goodbye.